So this is a pretty bold and brazen headline. It says being a lawyer sucks, and I know firsthand because I am a lawyer and been a lawyer for quite some time now. My name is Adam Ouellette, and I have been a practicing lawyer for the past 16 years. So I have every right to say this, and I know a lot of you watching, whether you're a lawyer or not, can agree that there's something going wrong and on in the legal profession that needs to change. But if you are a practicing lawyer, most of you would agree with this headline here that I've got on this little Prezi, it's called. Why are things so bad? Well, here's what I've come to find. There's a lot of greed. There's so many lawyers committing suicide, and that just points out to the fact that things are wrong and bad. And CNN had an article a couple months ago that outlined this, and it said that lots of, especially litigators, it's such a contentious area to be in when you're a lawyer, are killing themselves, and the bar associations really don't know what to do about it. I think I've got a plan for us. I know I have a plan for us to help us to start to shift things and change things, and it ultimately happens when we start to change individually. But we have an overpopulated profession. We have 5 times more lawyers than we did in the 1960s, and we haven't yet doubled our population since then. All kinds of litigiousness. There's too many in law school, too many law schools, not enough jobs. We've got tens and thousands of lawyers out of work. New lawyers can't finding jobs. They're out graduating law school and getting their license to practice, hanging a shingle. They really don't know what they're doing. If you've been practicing for any amount of time, you understand that law school doesn't teach us how to practice. It gives us the ability to practice, and that's about it. There's tons of greed. Our profession's overwhelmed with greed. There's something called lack consciousness, which I talk about in the video for the book I've written. If you want to know more about that, check that video out, and I'm going to give you the web address here in a few minutes. There really is an overwhelming lack of honor, integrity, and personal responsibility. But if you're watching this video, you're probably not one of those kind of people that is lacking in these ideals, but ultimately our profession is lacking that overall. And there's lots of good ones, lots of good of us out there, but the fact is things used to be different. You know, when I talked to some of these attorneys I had interviewed in the 60s, they talked about this golden age of the law. And it's not that anymore. You know, we were problem solvers, not problem creators back then. What we've become is like this. You know, you get involved somebody gets involved in a dispute. Each party gets an attorney, and this is what it looks like. The attorneys just snap and are nasty and are really all about the money and not the clients. You know, things used to be where clients would walk in the door and attorneys would help them and solve their issues relatively quickly. Not that there wasn't litigation, but nothing like we have today. This is what makes being a lawyer so stressful. You know, if you're doing the right thing and you're out there trying to help your clients and you run into a lot of these lawyers on the flip side that are all about the money and just really don't care about their clients, this is what it feels like. It's not a good place to be, and it's filled with stress and all kinds of nastiness day to day. A lot of people say, oh, I'm good at arguing. Well, you get into law school, you get out, and you see how much fun arguing is day in and day out. I didn't like it, and I've practiced all kinds of law, and I've done family law, which is extremely contentious nowadays, and it's all about the money for the most part. But litigation is there as well. Society has no respect for us. We're the most maligned profession on this planet. I heard a used car salesman joke on a television show that he was above us, and that's probably right at this point. You know, we've denigrated ourselves with the way we've acted as a profession, and you know, the billboards and all the advertising just does not help. It's made things much worse as far as I'm concerned. Just an opinion, but the fact is I think you might agree with me. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Gandhi said it years ago, and it's exactly how I feel the solutions to our issues can be helped. It starts with you. You know, are you following your heart and your life purpose? And do you love being a lawyer? If not, maybe it's time to look at doing something else. Now, there's all kinds of resources out there for you if that's the fact, but I want you to take a look at that. You know, are you full out practicing with honor and integrity? Do you have life balance? Where's your focus? These and many more questions can be answered as I answer them in the 10 Steps to Awakening in this book. www.raisingthebarbook.com is going to help you to create the ideal life in or out of the law. I mean, it's okay if you want to stay in the law. It's great. Make it something that you love. I think life is all about creating joy. And I want to give you 3 free videos just for checking out some more information on the book. There's a full video when you go to the main page for Raising the Bar book, and I get well in depth on these things, and it's probably a good 20, 30-minute video, and I deep dive it. But if you are interested in some more information, I teach you in these videos. It's not about marketing. And you want to buy the book, you buy the book. It's not for me to worry about any of that other than I wrote the book to help. It's my purpose and mission in life is to help the legal profession. And all I've done is taken and distilled down thousands and thousands of books and seminars and coaching sessions and all kinds of stuff where I've started questioning life, been a student of life. And so 3 free videos. The first one's on life purpose. You'll get another one shortly after that on life balance. And then you'll get a video on how beliefs create your life. I want to overemphasize the fact that these videos can teach you something. So please feel free to sign up, get this information from me, and learn. And so if you never buy the book, that's fine. Learn as much as you can. Read, explore. And here's 10 steps to awakening relatively quickly. We talk about life purpose. We look at the fact that life is all about integrity and that all we have is our integrity and our personal reputation that no one can really take away from you. People can accuse you of all kinds of stuff. If you've done nothing wrong and you have done the best you can by people, that's all we really have. Living from your intuition and your heart space. Really looking at beliefs. I've got bunches of questions in this book about you starting to question your beliefs. Check the video out I have on the main page as well because it's going to tell you more about the practice and looking at your beliefs. Present moment. Living in the present moment is all we really have. I learned how to meditate 10 years ago, and I teach you how to meditate. Simple framework will change your life if you let it. Talk about in step 7, the power of intention. All these steps are interrelated and they all connect with each other. That's why they're steps. At first I thought about calling them keys, but they're all steps because they all blend together. They are all so important to awakening yourself, to being the real, authentic you that you can be. When you understand that most of your beliefs come from someone else and you start to look at your beliefs and say, well, what do I want to believe? And then you start to look at the authentic person that you can become. We then look at balance, life balance, and how emotions run us and patterns run us from day to day and what we could do when we have emotions that we judge as good or bad. Nothing is good or bad until we judge it. Nothing. It just is a nothingness until we say, hey, that's good or that's bad. And I want to show you through how I've learned to really feel and experience life the way it was meant to be instead of resisting life like most of us do. Then step 10 is the ideal life. So if you want more information, I want you to visit the website for the book. It's called raisingthebarbook.com. Check it out. I'm happy to share this stuff with you. And I hope you can sign up for this stuff because I know I'm sharing a lot with you just in this few minutes, but in these videos I share even more. And if it feels right, buy the book. You can buy it right from the website, ebook, or there's a link that'll take you to Amazon to buy the print book. I thank you for spending time with me. I really hope that your goal is the same as mine and that we can work together to solve the issues in our profession and make it someplace that we can all be proud of, a profession we could be proud of once again. Enjoy your day, and I hope to meet you sometime.